Hey guys, welcome to Creepin' It Real, a radio hour dedicated to the weird and wacky history of Washington and the greater Pacific Northwest. We're just three ghoul friends getting our pod on. Let's get this party started. I'm Emily, and then we also have Gabe and Ian here with us today. And we're just going to be talking about San Juan Islands. We're going to be introducing ourselves, the podcast, and just, some other little fun things that we want to talk about on air tonight. So I guess I'll start with my introduction.
Right.
I'm Emily. I'm 21. I'm a junior here at WSUV. I make pizza, and, I like to go on hikes, go outdoors.
Just really earthy.
Yeah. Definitely. That's me. So, Gabe.
Hi guys, I'm Gabe. I'm 19. I'm a sophomore here at WCV. I love books. I love school.
Ugh.
I love learning.
Yeah. Oh, how exciting.
One could say I'm a nerd.
Oh, okay.
And I'm excited to be here. This is my first time on a podcast, so
Yeah, me too.
Same.
I'm pumped. I'm excited.
My turn now?
Yes.
Great. Cool. I'm Ian. I am a senior here, my last semester, so pretty excited. I guess what I want to say is that in the last week, I really realized that being 24 and still doing your undergrad isn't cute. I recently turned 24, and a lot of people have asked me what I'm doing, and I just say I'm a student. And when they ask me, and this was happening before, 24.
Yeah.
This was happening at 23, 22, 21 even. Can you believe? And when I say I'm a student, they think I'm in a master's program, which is really nice. But no one assumes that I'm an undergrad. But I'm doing great.
That's good.
This is my first time on a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to get going. We're going to talk about some spooky things. Hopefully we'll be here every week, every other week.
We're going to have some spooky fun.
Some spooky fun times. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about for this introduction.
Right. Yeah, we're amateurs. This is our first time.
It's completely amateur
ever.
hour.
So we're figuring out.
Are we on? Can they hear us?
Yes, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
I know.
Okay.
So we're gonna just start off our topic for this week.
Yeah. Do you want to introduce it, Gabe, or you want me to?
Sure. So today we're talking about some history concerning the San Juan Islands in Washington. So my story is kind of more historical. It's not very scary.
Mm.
We're not really creeping it real with this one.
No, but it's bizarre, right?
Yeah, but it's weird.
It's wacky.
Weird.
It's wacky.
It's weird and wacky,
Yes.
for sure. Yeah, and then Ian, your story is...
Yeah, mine's more like ghosts.
Yeah.
We're going to have a real fun time because I have a personal story with it because I just went and visited this location. And it's a little hokey, and we'll talk about believing ghosts or not. But that's what we're here for. Have a good time, have a few laughs, talk about weird stuff. So, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna start because I don't have that much information.
Emily did not prepare for this.
Yeah. Midterms, everyone can relate. Okay.
Can they relate, though? I don't know. Me and Gabe got it done.
I searched San Juan Islands, and my favorite fact that I got was that there are no traffic lights there. And you know what that means?
Wait, there's no traffic lights on the island itself?
Right.
I was there. I'm
there's-
trying to remember.
There are stop signs, though, right? They're not just driving just right through intersections.
I don't know. I didn't know.
No, there's definitely stop signs because I was driving on the island and I had to stop.
How'd you get your car to the island?
Ferry boat. We took a ferry.
You took a ferry?
Do you know what a ferry is?
I do know what a ferry is.
Yeah,
I
okay.
have been on a ferry myself.
That's wild. Okay.
Anyways.
Sorry for interrupting you.
I didn't even get to finish.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
The next sentence was that people hardly ever honk there. So does that mean
Wait.
if they don't have stop signs, right?
No, they have stop signs.
But what do they need to honk for?
Like if some idiot's on their phone at the stop sign and not
That's
moving.
true.
And
But
you
they
obviously have
hardly
to be
ever.
Or maybe a deer comes out.
There's probably tons of deer.
There are, I bet, yeah, it's all
there are.
wildlife. It's all deer.
Yeah.
When I'm in Port Townsend, there's deer everywhere.
Okay, I'm not trying to get us off track, but can
Okay.
you talk about Port Townsend though? Like,
Yeah.
because, and this is going to sound really stupid. Like, I don't know if I've ever even been through there. I don't know where it is geographically.
I don't know what it is.
See,
I'm just gonna
okay,
come out
well,
and say that.
I've been there. My cousins live there. Shout out to my cousins if they're listening.
What are the names? Are they listening?
No, probably not.
Oh, okay.
But so yeah, I've been there a lot, like to visit them, and it's just a like small little town on the water. It's like super cute, very like Victorian for sure. Like I don't really know the proper like architectural structure.
Well, what does it look like? Addams Family?
Not really Addams Family, more like
Like
Victorian.
I wear a corset.
Like
Yeah.
1800s kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
vibe?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Let's go with year.
Yeah, and they all they're farmers market vibes. for
Okay.
sure.
So low key.
Mhm,
Okay.
Very quiet. Like people go there to retire.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
So
Where is it geographically?
it's like you can take a ferry from the San Juan Islands
To Port
to
Townsend?
Port Townsend, or vice
Oh.
versa.
Is it in Canada?
No,
Oh, okay.
Port Townsend in Washington.
Okay.
You can drive to Port Townsend. You don't have to take the ferry.
Oh,
But you can take a ferry from, let's say I'm on Orcas Island and I want to go to.
Correct.
so
Okay.
if you just want to get there in a really roundabout way,
Yes.
you can
Okay.
take a ferry out to the islands and then come back.
Also,
Yes.
a fun fact about that: the shortest international flight in the U.S. is 12 minutes from the Friday Harbor on the San Juan Islands to Victoria, BC.
That's the shortest flight in
Yes,
the U.S.
in the U.S.
Well, that's actually, yes. That makes sense to me.
But like, why would you need to take that flight?
Because you're rich? I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like a lot of people have
Okay.
boats there. But I'm making
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of assumptions.
Yeah. But-
Okay. Is that all you have?
Well,
for
and the
San-
last thing,
okay,
of
yes.
course, I have to talk about the whales.
Oh, beautiful, yes.
There's
Oh.
whales there. Like, that's the #1 place to go to see whales. They have a residential orca pod that's like there.
I saw an orca. Did I tell you that?
You saw one?
I saw an orca when I was
Where?
on the ferry.
Where?
On the way back.
Oh my
Oh,
god, how
I've never
scary was
seen
that?
one.
Seeing a
What
whale?
was scary about it? I know I'm totally like cutting you off, but get used to it. What happened was this: I'm on the ferry dock. No, the boat dock,
Okay.
and it's kind of raining. I'm just walking alone. There's no one out there because it's cold.
Has the ship sailed yet?
Oh yeah, we are like fully
Okay,
moving
okay.
through the
That
through
ship
the
has
seven seas.
sailed.
And all of a sudden, 50 people come rushing out of all exits to my side. I'm like, oh no. I thought a million things in my head. But then they all started screaming and pointing and cheering, and there was a little whale that went, So it was cool. That's my story.
Did you guys see the video of the triple
That
the
one?
triple what is it when they breach? Triple breaching. The guy was like, "There's gonna be a triple breach. There's gonna be a triple," and then like all of a sudden, 3 whales. Like, how did he know that 3 whales were about to do a triple breach?
Was it like an ocean? Because I see this video floating around Facebook. Gabe's not on Facebook, so he's not going to know any of
Yeah,
this.
I don't know.
But you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes, and we'll remind you at the end, too.
Yeah. Anyways, but it was like so magical and majestic.
Have you seen whales in real life?
I have never seen a whale in my life, except for like when they had the whale at
SeaWorld?
no, I don't. It's the one. What's the one? I don't know. It was when I was a kid, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh, Keiko?
Yeah.
Shaman?
Keiko. Where's Keiko?
Okay.
at?
Where's the Shamu? No, Keiko.
Keiko. It was
the,
Keiko.
The one from Free Willy.
And the one that had the
Oh.
little. Does
Little
that she have the
bloop.
little
Yeah.
the little fin? That's
Did you
like,
know all those fins happen because they're in captivity?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Is
did know
Keiko
that.
the one from Blackfish?
No, no, goddamn. Keiko was the one from Free Willy 1, 2, and 3.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, the one who jumps over the rocks,
Yeah,
Okay.
and swims into the.
which is
That's
CG.
cool.
I.
Oh.
I don't know. She's a pretty strong whale.
But like, sad news.
But I feel like-
I'm not trying to be a bummer. They found her dead a year after her release on the Gulf of Mexico, and I remember
I did
my
not know that.
no, my mom came in my room because I wanted to be a whale trainer when I was little.
Oh, that's cute.
And she came in my room and woke me up and told me the whale died. And I
She
just
woke you up?
to tell me. And I'm not kidding. Anyway, sorry. I'm gonna keep apologizing because I feel like I'm talking
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
it's fine.
No.
Don't apologize. We're talking
is
a
great,
podcast.
yeah.
You know,
Okay.
that's
This is great.
what it's for.
Anyway, Keiko.
No, well, I'm done now. But if you want to go see some killer whales in the San Juan Islands, the best time to go is mid-May through mid-May, October.
I was there in September. That's why I saw 'em.
That's why you saw them, because they're
That's great.
they're May through October.
But all the years we've been,
Yeah, we should
not
talk about that.
one freaking whale.
Yeah, I think we've gone in the past in the wrong season, I feel like, because we've always gone in June.
Yeah, that's true. But like,
Yeah.
you just said May to October. That's the
Okay,
season.
never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I take that back.
No GD whales for us, Gabe.
But yeah, I don't think we've mentioned this yet. Ian and I used to go to the San Juan Islands specifically Orcas Island,
Yeah.
every year for like 10 years straight. So it's a little part of us, I guess.
Yeah.
Should
I'm
we?
wearing
Yeah.
an Orcas Island hat right now, actually.
He is wearing an Orcas Island hat right now. He's
Should
a whale fan.
we talk about how you guys know each other and I'm just the?
No, okay, this is actually
Oddball.
kind of a fun story.
Okay.
I mean, not fun. Gabe and I have known each other
Yeah.
since he was in utero. Like, that's what it is.
Like,
Yeah.
you guys may think that we're joking, but literally,
No,
like,
utero.
Ian saw me
I did not.
through the belly.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
I was. You see? You didn't see the birth.
No, thank God. I did not see the birth.
Wait, hold on. You weren't in the room?
No, I had to stand outside. I was smoking a cigar in the
How old are you then?
4.
Ah.
And then Emily, we know because my brother Seth, who was also friends with Gabe, obviously, worked at Chuck's Pizza. Not to give. Oh no, now they can find you.
Way to just
Oh,
reveal my
I know,
identity.
oh, no.
We
But-
just can't talk
but there's
about
two
which
Chucks.
Chucks. Yeah.
Yeah,
we
there's
don't
two
know
of them.
which
You don't know
Chucks,
which
yeah.
one. And
But,
you
yeah.
threw pizzas together.
Yeah. Sling the za.
Sling the dough.
Sling the what did you say? What did you call it the other day?
Sling the dough. The pep.
Sling
Sling
the pep.
pep.
Slinging the pep. And then we all decided we should do a
Yeah.
radio show
because
together.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's absolutely
Reasonable.
fine.
That's great.
Absolutely. Is that okay?
So that's, I mean, just using my San Juan Islands to segue into Gabe's
Gabe's story.
Oh.
story, yes, about something on the San Juan Islands.
Is
Yeah.
it on like multiple islands? You know what? We're gonna know. I'm asking a lot of questions.
Yes.
Okay, so
just
I'll just say that this all pretty much takes place on San Juan Island.
Oh, great,
Like
good.
the San Juan Island.
Well, that's good because that's what my story is too.
Okay, yeah.
Goodness, right.
So I'm going to be talking about the Pig War, and if you haven't heard of what the Pig War is, it is a war that took place on San Juan Island, and the only casualty was a single pig. So
That's a
this
big
is
loss.
This is like the most famous kind of weird story from like the San Juan Islands. Like there's really nothing else.
Yeah, there's not.
I mean, besides what you were talking about.
Yeah, but even then, like you have to dig for it.
Yeah.
see, that's why I was having trouble finding something.
Yeah, no, we know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like to berate
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is kind of like a big deal. This actually, I didn't know this, but like this could have like caused a war between the British and the U.S. Like it was about to go there.
Oh my god.
Like, and that's why it's kind of famous because, like, they sent out troops. Like troops were gathered, like ready to, and they actually got orders. The British got orders to, like, attack American troops, but they, like, the commander was like insubordinate and decided not to.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, so like this could have been a lot bigger deal than it actually is, which
But
is kind of interesting.
Now it's just a fun fact history.
Yeah, now
That's
it's
great.
just
Fun
it's
history
just
fact.
fun time.
Do we know the pig's name?
Ooh.
I didn't come across it in my
Yeah.
research.
Okay, well.
Sorry.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna take a trip back to 1846.
Painting a picture.
With the signing of the Oregon Treaty,
Ooh.
which established the boundary between the U.S. and Canada along the 49th parallel.
What the heck is that?
So you know,
And
like-
that's a stupid question. I
like
didn't realize that.
on a globe, you know. How
Oh,
it's got those
duh.
lines. So
yeah,
it's like the 49th one.
yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You know, you're just relating to the audience.
Yeah, I'm just like you all.
Not calling you guys.
I'm kidding.
Okay. So,
Yikes.
so there was some ambiguity involved with this treaty because there was some dispute about which like channel the boundary would cross. So there are two straits. So the Haro Strait, which is west of the islands, and that would give the U.S. like control over all the San Juan Islands. And then there's another strait that the treaty could be talking about, which is the Rosario Strait, which is on the east side, which would give the territory to the British.
Mm.
So that's where, like, that's what this whole thing is really about. So they pretty much came to no conclusions about who actually owned it, but people from both sides settled there anyways.
So we got the British and we got the
Yeah.
Americans settling.
Yeah.
Are they like neighbors? Like, hey, you know what? That's a stupid question. But like, were the citizens
Well,
mad?
right.
I mean, they were at least, like, close enough proximity, like, for some dude's pig to wander on.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think I
get
know
to
the
the pig,
lead up.
get
Yeah,
to the
get
pig.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay. So the Hudson's Bay Company had like a sheep farm on the island,
real quick question about the Hudson's Bay Company.
Okay, I don't know a lot about it because
Yeah, but like, and this is me pulling something out of my head, and it might not be correct.
Okay.
Your head.
What was the shipping company in Pirates of the Caribbean?
That was the East India Trading Company.
Okay, and that was a real thing though too, though. Right?
Yeah, that was a real thing.
Okay, I just wanted to see if that. Thank you for knowing. Okay, so no, ignore my comment. I was about to say cool connection.
So, the reason why these islands were such a big deal is that it provided like a military like strategic advantage if war ever like took place between the two countries, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like, you know, if you control all the islands, then you pretty much have access from like Seattle out to the Pacific Ocean, which is a big deal.
Mhm.
I mean, it wasn't really because we never went to war with them after
Yeah.
this point,
But it could still have
But-
been a big deal.
but it was at the time. Yeah, could have been a big deal. So, 13 years after the treaty was signed, so people are settled on San Juan, a conflict broke out when Lyman Cutler, an
what a
American
name.
settler,
It sounds like a treat.
found a large pig eating his produce in the garden.
Quick pause.
Yeah, in his garden.
This is an American settler.
Yeah, so this is the American.
Okay.
Great.
So, and he found the pig doing it multiple times, so he got fed up and shot it
Absolutely, you did.
and killed
He
it.
did.
Oh no.
I don't know the pig's name, but it was a large black pig,
Oh, so it was like a boar.
Okay. Okay.
like a
okay.
big guy.
A big ol' guy.
Yeah.
Hold on though. Would you, quick poll.
Yeah.
Would you all, again, it's 18 what?
Are you gonna ask if we would shoot it?
Yeah, would you kill the pig? I would kill the pig. For one, meat for my family.
I personally don't think I
Okay,
could.
but put
pick-
yourself in that position back then.
I'd be
Eating your
I'd be making butter or something.
Eating your crop yield?
He's eating your livelihood away, and
Thank
you're
you,
just
Gabe.
watching.
You know, I'd set up a trap.
And-
I wouldn't set up a trap. I'd get someone else to shoot the pig. Can I say that? Can that be
Yeah,
my
yeah,
thing?
that's cool.
Okay.
I'm not trying. You know what? I really led you to that.
You
to that
you're
conclusion.
you're entrapping me,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like I would.
I'm sorry. I'm like,
Okay.
I just want to let it be known that I do not feel bad for the pig.
But would you today?
Yeah. Hold on. I don't know. Gabe, keep going.
Okay. Okay. For one, I would kill the pig. I sympathize with the Americans.
Email us if you. I'm just kidding. If you think.
Yeah, we'll put up a Twitter poll.
Oh,
Yes,
you know what we
yes.
should? We have no followers yet, so give us a quick follow. We'll talk about it later. We'll put up a poll.
Yeah.
Pig poll.
The pig poll.
So as it turns out, the
Oh.
pig was owned by an Irishman employed by the Hudson's Bay Company.
Oh, that's a mess.
And so when Cutler found out, he offered $10 to pay for the pig.
Oh!
Which was, I mean,
And I
that's-
feel like $10 is more than
Wow.
enough
Oh,
back then.
I
Wow.
mean, that's I didn't like,
Do the calculations.
yeah, I didn't like actually check, but I'm sure that's like
A good amount of money.
a lot in 1859.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the Irishman wanted him to pay $100 for the pig, and Cutler refused. So, really, either way that you look at it, this
Mhm.
war was really over a pig or $100.
Yikes.
I like the idea of a war being over pig.
Yeah, and that's what it's called the pig war.
That's
So-
all it is?
So
No, there's more. There's
Oh,
more.
thank God. I thought
Yeah,
you were finished. I was like, oh.
No,
No,
no.
no, no. Yeah,
I
we're
was like,
just, we're just
hey.
halfway through the first page, Ian.
Oh my gosh.
So the British, once they like got news of Cutler killing the pig,
Yeah.
they tried to arrest him, but then like the other American settlers, had Cutler's back, and they
Yes.
were like, "Hey, U.S. military, why don't you come out and deal with this? Because the British are trying to arrest one of our guys."
Hold on.
Okay.
Wow.
And this is me, again, not knowing what. Their only option was to contact the military to get this solved.
that's very high up the ladder.
Yeah.
But they went right to the top.
They-
Could you imagine like me calling like a military base? Like, someone just broke into my home.
I need all available military personnel. ASAP.
ASAP.
I feel like it really shows like how high tensions were.
Yeah.
Like, if one dude was just arrested over a pig, and like there was literally almost like all out war.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
On this, like, that
That's
was
a-
crazy to me.
That's a big deal. Like, well, because they fought over they were all settling
Mhm.
together.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just talking out of my face right now. We're fine.
Okay.
Keep going.
So, in response to the request, the U.S. sent 66 soldiers under the command of Captain George Pickett.
Piglet.
Piglet.
And he famously said on the way, "We'll make a Bunker Hill of it."
Ew.
So,
Yeah.
Pickett clearly meant business.
He did. He wanted to take.
Ouch.
And so in response to that, the British sent 3 warships under the command of Captain Geoffrey Hornsby.
Hold on. Back up. Jeffrey Hornsby
Yep.
is a British soldier.
That's
officer.
fully his name.
Hornsby.
Yep.
Not that it's bad. Just interesting.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay.
We're really
So-
diving in this.
So.
We're picking
Am
apart.
I being too specific?
No,
here?
this is
No,
great. 'Cause
yeah.
mine's like not that specific. Mine's more about my personal story. So I'm
Okay.
feeling put
Yeah.
to shame.
Wikipedia really was thorough.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing about Wikipedia.
Yeah.
They have a great reference section, and honestly, they're great in a GIF.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
like GIF the peanut butter. No, that was a bad joke. That was not funny.
Please sponsor us.
Please, but could you imagine? Sorry. Okay, Gabe. Okay. Hornby.
So we're skipping ahead a little
Mhm.
bit.
Oh.
So that was on June 15th, like this whole pig incident.
Okay.
By August 10th, 461 American soldiers came to the islands, and 5 British warships carrying 2,140 men from the British
That is an
were
overreaction.
gathered in a standoff.
Were they like? Oh gosh. Like you know.
Isn't that intense? I mean, I don't know if like all these people realized that they were fighting over a pig, but
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
if they were, don't you think that they'd just be like, okay, we should maybe like reconsider?
But was it the principle of the pig?
Yeah, what does the pig really mean?
Yeah.
What does the pig symbolize?
Yeah.
So then at this point, the governor of Vancouver ordered an admiral to attack American troops, but he refused, which is why.
Do we know why?
Well, so he basically said that he thought that starting a war over a pig was ridiculous.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it said on Wikipedia.
So someone,
Yeah. So he.
knew this was
Yeah.
This was a
wacky.
wackadoo. Yeah. Too
So
far.
that's pretty much like the height of the conflict is like people just showing up and then like almost attacking each
So
other.
they just stood in front of each other,
Yeah, for like a really long time.
like days, hours.
So so we'll get to that. We'll
Okay,
get to
sorry.
that.
I have so many questions.
Yeah. So no shots were actually fired at any humans
Oh.
during this war in quotes. So this all kind of died down when Washington, D.C. and London heard about this conflict. So they pretty much were like, this is ridiculous. Like they sent out.
So both Washington and London were like,
Yeah, they heard about this and
"Yo,
were like,
knock it off."
Yeah, we're not going to start a war over a pig.
No, yeah.
So, and I'm gonna go off on a like huge sidebar.
Yeah, please
huge
do.
side tangent.
Is this
Yeah.
Okay.
So James Buchanan was the president at this time.
Nothing but respect for my president.
And did you guys know that James Buchanan, some historians think that James Buchanan is the first gay president.
Why do they think that, Gabe?
Okay, so they think that because a senator, an Alabama senator,
Oh.
who later became vice president, and was also at one point a U.S. ambassador in France,
Okay.
William King, lived with James Buchanan for an extended period of time. I think, I don't have this written down, but I think it was like 10 years or something like that. Like they
Whoa.
lived together.
Like in a home?
Like lived together
like-
like in the same house.
Okay. Separate bathrooms. What's the game?
What's the floor plan?
Yeah, what's the floor plan?
I don't have the
Do you know
floor-
where?
I don't.
Is it Alabama?
I don't think so.
Because that is a mood.
I have a feeling that it was in Washington, D.C.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's gutsy.
Okay. Because they were, they were
But
both
just because they
living
lived together
there.
for 10 years, that's the evidence.
So that's a part of it. The other part is that when William King, his like supposed lover, went to France to be the U.S. ambassador,
Oh.
James Buchanan wrote a letter to a confidant
Oh.
saying, and this is a direct quote,
Oh, yes.
that he has gone a-wooing to several gentlemen, but have not succeeded with any one of them. So that's the quote that
wooing?
Wooing.
that people really
Are
like
boom.
yeah.
So hold on. We have the president of the United States.
Yeah.
Has gone a-wooing to many gentlemen.
Yeah, but none
None?
has not succeeded with any one of them.
Like, are we talking sexually succeeded?
I don't know. It's
Wo-
pretty-
in
Or we're
wooing,
talking-
in wooing them, he hasn't.
Gone
not.
a-wooing. Oh, that is wooing.
To be, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Emily. Yeah, I can ruin
I mean,
this.
did wooing have a different meaning?
I don't know. Like, can we look it up really fast?
Go
on my
for
phone.
it.
I have my phone out. We have an hour, y'all.
So,
Can you hear the buzzing?
Can you hear the buzzing? Because sometimes I'm gonna look it up. Gone a-wooing.
okay, you look it up.
And they can. We're like on air.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just blown away by
Don't
that.
break down the third wall.
So what was most interesting to me is that it's actually rumored by this historian that has like this whole theory
Mhm.
that like his sexuality like apparently wasn't like a big secret, and like
Oh.
he didn't say that he was openly gay, but he also said like this was pretty much public knowledge that he was gay.
enjoyed the company of men.
Yeah.
Oh.
And also, side note, this is kind of not really evidence, but it's a little evidence that he was gay.
Lay it on us.
He was never married. He's the only president to never be married.
This is super interesting.
Oh.
Because
But
I always had dreams about being the first gay president or vice president.
it's gonna
Uh-huh.
happen.
It's not gonna happen.
You have my vote.
Thank you. Already?
Maybe,
Yikes.
I don't know.
I have a really nice comb over. But if this is cool, because we all know Lincoln probably was.
Yeah.
So-
And Gandhi,
Yeah.
Gandhi.
Gosh.
not American, but
But also, when do we walk into the idea of, are we just trying to make these historical figures?
that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
You know?
Like, and the greater argument of this historian is that like it's like this idea of chronological egocentrism,
Ooh.
which is basically that like he thinks that like it wasn't like to people it wasn't a big deal that he was gay at the time,
Mhm.
but like that's so hard for us to like wrap our minds around because we're like,
Right.
oh, we're the most progressive,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know,
Oh.
which is like the idea that as time moves on everything gets better, and
Which
like,
is not the case.
which-
I learned
always.
that. It's teleology. But
Oh,
that's about
yeah,
art. That's
yeah.
We learned that in our class.
Art history laid on us.
yeah.
Teleology is like when you have the idea that art gets better over time.
Which is
But
bullcrap.
that's right.
yeah
It's garbage.
Hmm.
yeah
Except for sometimes. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. Can you?
I'm sorry, but like, I disagree. I'm kidding. That's interesting.
But yeah, I mean, like I just learned about this today. Like I didn't even come across this when I was like researching the pig war. I just heard it today.
Is
on a
Buchanan
podcast.
even mentioned in the pig war at all? Besides the fact that he was a president?
Well, my whole besides the fact that he was the president at the time who
Mhm.
like sent the orders to like calm this whole situation down.
Yeah.
Like he didn't really do anything.
That's wild. What are you smirking about?
my mom just messaged me and said we're doing great. So
Oh my
shout out
gosh.
to my mother,
Shout out to Emily's mom,
Robin.
Robin, like the singer. Thank
Wait,
you.
Which singer?
You know the one that's like, you know?
Yep.
I wish we could just. Where's our soundboard with all the like sound bites?
Yeah, the one, because I could be just like
You
the,
could just
the
bring her
song.
up right here.
Yeah. But thank you for the support.
Yeah, thank you. So, Gabe, is that all you have for us?
I mean, that's pretty much it. So
Well,
there are a
talk
few
about the resolutions.
there are a few fun
Mm.
facts here.
Okay.
And this is like all occurring in the resolution part. So about 100 men from each country were still present on the islands while the two nations were basically like figuring the boundary thing out. And they were there for 12 years.
Ooh.
What?
Figuring out the
That's-
boundary?
Yeah, after the original dispute.
Still, tensions were still high.
Yes. Well, actually no.
Oh.
At this point,
It's about a pig.
at this point everything's pretty much like fine.
Okay.
And it's actually interesting. So apparently, like people from each camp. So like the British were at the north, you know,
Yeah.
because like that's where Canada is, so it like makes sense. And then the Americans were at the south, and they would often visit each other on like the other camps' like national holidays.
Oh, that's so cool. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Isn't that interesting? And then apparently, according to Wikipedia, the
I got really excited about that.
the biggest threat to peace on the island was the large amount of alcohol being consumed at these parties between the two camps.
Hold the phone.
Yeah.
Who was consuming all this alcohol?
They were consuming it on national holidays when they would go over. It was just like a big party romp.
Yeah. A big party romp. Okay, great.
Well,
Yeah.
this whole time I was just picturing like pigs like at war. I'm sorry, I just couldn't get that image out of my head.
Pigs. You thought the pig war was like a thing? Like you thought it was like pigs at war?
Uh-huh. It's like them just like.
Well, here's the thing: is like the amount of times I've been to that freaking island. Okay. I've been to that island a million times, and sorry, we're experiencing like difficulties right now, and we're all having a mini panic attack because apparently we cannot be heard.
But your mom is listening to us.
But Emily's mother is listening to us, so Maggie, if you're experiencing difficulty, I think it's a problem on you. Oh no! Oh no!
The text bubbles are.
The text bubbles are there.
Okay,
Anyway,
and
I've been to this island a million times, and there's always placards to talk about the pig war.
And
But I never read them, so I'm really happy to know now. Oh, that's great. Good. She can hear us perfectly.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll
All right.
figure that out.
Okay, so
I'm not going to text back to that. She can listen to it later. It's all being recorded.
so they're there for 12 years while this whole thing is going down, and then finally, the U.S. and the British signed the Washington Treaty, which finally settled the whole issue.
The whole issue of the.
Of the whole boundary situation.
Yeah.
So basically, the treaty said that a third party, a third nation, would settle it, so there would be no bias.
Oh, but
essentially,
fully not the case.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh.
So
Wait, what do you mean you don't know?
So let me just tell you who the third party was.
Oh, okay.
So the third party was Emperor Wilhelm of Germany. The first one.
The Kaiser?
No, the first one.
Oh.
Because Kaiser Wilhelm, like,
Ian's
of
an
World
idiot.
War II. is
Yeah,
the second
Ian gets
one, right?
excited because there's this quote in the movie. It doesn't matter.
Are you
I
talking in
would
third
really
person?
like to hear.
Huh?
Are you talking in third person?
Whoa, hold on. What are you? No.
Anyways.
Gabe, we're really
Carry on.
derailing this last
We
bit
are.
of your episode.
We're good. So yeah, he commissioned 3 guys, or maybe not. Maybe it wasn't 3. Maybe it was more than that. But some guys convened in Geneva to figure this whole thing out, and they were there for a year. They were talking about it for a whole year, about who would get the San Juan Islands, and eventually, on November 25th, 1872, which is almost 20 years after the pig was shot.
Ooh.
Whoa.
The whole thing was settled, and the British troops withdrew.
So here's my real question.
Yeah.
What happened to the two fellas who were feuding about the pig? Like, do we know?
I mean, they definitely weren't killed because no one was killed.
No, of course not.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure they were just chilling out with the rest of the troops, you know.
That's just wild to me. Because if I were deployed to the islands, I think I'd be very upset to find that it was over $10 in a pig,
Mm-hmm.
$100 in a pig.
Mm-hmm.
But $100 seems like a steep price back then.
Like, I wouldn't want to pay $100 now.
No, same. God,
My
I don't want to
God.
pay $5.
And what was the pig eating? What was in the garden?
Probably carrots.
Oh, it was.
Do you know?
It was tubers.
What?
Do you know what that is? It's
No.
like,
What's their number code? Their grocery code.
I don't know, but it's like they're in the ground.
65041.
Sorry, Gabe. They're in the ground.
I think so, right?
I just told you I don't know.
Is it like a turnip?
Oh.
Maybe.
Okay.
The thing just said tubers, and I was like, people don't care about this,
No.
but obviously they do.
I mean, girls gotta eat.
Wow, that was perfect.
Yeah.
Was I really able to fit that in there?
You were.
Yep.
So, just to clarify again,
Yeah.
we can be heard. The one person giving us a dissenting opinion is probably having technical difficulties. I hope.
I mean, everything that I'm seeing says that we are being heard right now.
That's amazing to me.
Yeah.
Really broadcasting it out there. So I guess it's my turn.
Yeah. let's
Not like I
hear-
haven't been talking this entire freaking
Let's
time.
hear. But now we get to interrupt you.
Please do. Please fully interrupt me.
Okay.
Scream
Yes.
at me. Throw a marker in my nose. I don't care. So this has a little bit of a personal connection.
Fun.
Only because I was there, like I
Okay.
just said.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the McMillan Mausoleum. Dun, dun, dun. No. Anyway, so what this is this cool hidden, basically gravesite in the middle of the woods on Roche Harbor, which is directly across on the opposite end of the island of the San Juan Island, and so it shares it's where the airport is. They were talking about where it's the
Okay,
12-minute flight.
okay.
Like you park at that airport to walk to the mausoleum.
Okay.
So you're right next to Canada. You're having a great time.
Got it.
So basically what this is John McMillan back in the 1830s to 50s settled on Roche Harbor, and he basically created the island. He created its economy.
Mhm.
He really brought it to life. He had a lot of people come over and work for him because there was a ton of limestone found on the island. They have all these depositories and mining. Yeah,
When was this? Like when? Did you already say that?
1830s.
1830s.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he would just bring all these people over to work for him and created his own currency. I don't remember what they're called.
Wow.
I didn't write it down. But get this. The currency, you were able to use the currency up until 1950.
Wait, what was his name? What was his
John
name?
McMillan. So we're just going to call him McMillan bucks because I don't know what the name of the currency was. But
Okay.
the paper
I like
currency was
that.
in use until the 50s, which is wild.
Oh.
On the island.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
so we had this big family,
Mhm.
and they created this hotel called the where is it? The Hotel de Haro. And it's
Have you
this-
been to this hotel?
I have. I slept
Okay.
there.
Did you see? Oh, we're gonna talk about ghosts later. huh?
I will
Okay.
recount my entire story.
Okay.
So him and his family built this Hotel de Haro, and it just became this epicenter of the island, basically where everyone lived and worked in the limestone factories and mining and stuff like that. Anyway, when he was really concerned about the afterlife. He was very religious,
Mhm.
and he was the top level Mason you could be. That's
Wow.
spooky stuff. Not really. If you're a Mason or know a Mason, please let us know. I one time, sidebar, did a project in high school about Masons, and it didn't go so well. I just really like to talk to one. Anyway, John McMillan was a Mason. And for his family's final resting place,
Mhm.
he wanted to give, them something big, something where they could all be rejoined as a family together. So he constructed. Yes, Gabe, you have a question.
I think that's kind of sweet.
It is kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And we'll put photos up on our Facebook of this. We don't have a Facebook.
We don't have a Facebook.
We're never.
When we get a Facebook.
When we
We're
get
not
Facebook.
making. We're not gonna make one.
We'll put one up on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Anyway, he built this mausoleum, and what it is so it's called the Afterglow Vista, and it's this giant entrance in the middle of the woods. It's all made out of stone and rusted metal, and it's huge. It's this arch, and right when you walk through the gates,
Mhm.
you see this giant mausoleum just standing in the center of this hill, and there's 3 flights of steps up to the mausoleum, and they all represent different things. So the first flight of steps, which is 3 stairs, represents the 3 ages of man. So it's birth, middle age, death.
That's cute.
Isn't that cute? Let's see. Then the next one has 5 steps, and it represents both the 5 orders of classic architecture and the 5 senses. Because he was big into all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
It's a big deal. And then the last 7 steps, when you actually get to the entrance of the mausoleum, is the 7 liberal arts. So that's
Okay.
and that all has connections with masonry and stuff like that. It's just
Okay.
him putting little symbols in everywhere. Anyway,
That's
so
cool.
what it is, it's this platform surrounded by 7 pillars,
Okay.
and oh no, what's happening? We're getting texts.
No,
Oh great, that's awesome. We are heard.
Yes.
And tubers are vegetables. It's amazing.
Okay.
So you get up the steps, and
okay, you
you're
get up the
surrounded by
steps.
these pillars.
Mhm.
And it's supposed to be a domed top, but there's not a domed top.
Okay.
It's just this open, like ancient Greece. Think about ancient Greece. And in the center of these pillars is this giant limestone slab. It's a table, and around it are all these chairs. Now,
Oh no.
yeah, oh no. It kind of gets gross. So
Is this where the disclaimer should come in?
no.
Oh,
What
okay.
disclaimer?
I thought you said your story was creepy and gross and you knew a disclaimer.
Okay,
But
I got
anyways.
another text that we're not playing on the app for some reason.
Well,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
We're
matter.
on- we're
and I'm getting
online.
very bothered by this.
We're
Okay.
fine. We're good.
so the limestone
So
slab.
the limestone slab, it's a table, surrounded by all these chairs.
Okay.
The chairs are all the basically the final resting places of all his family members.
Mm-hmm.
Do they look nice?
They're nice, like round limestone chairs.
Okay.
It's very, when I saw it, I thought Star Wars Episode 1 with the council.
Mm.
Oh.
For all you Star Wars nerds out there, you know what I'm talking about. No, but it is nice. It's very clean, very, very cool.
That's cool.
But all of their ashes are put in the seats
Right,
of these
right.
freaking chairs. So like when people go to visit it, they sit down and you're sitting on a grave. Like to me, that's uncomfortable.
Oh.
I mean, like that's 100% uncomfortable. But is
Mhm.
that like also like, in a way, like a little disrespectful?
I fully have issues with sitting on or like walking on someone's grave. Like I just think it might be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Disclaimer: I did sit on it.
How did you feel?
Yeah. What happened?
Not good.
Do you have a spirit following you?
Hey, here we go. Anyway, that's what the McMillan tomb is. Mausoleum is.
Okay.
It's supposed to be really haunted. And so me and a friend decided to go up on a weekend trip.
Uh-huh.
And it was just to find ghosts. And I don't know if y'all believe in ghosts. Can we take a quick poll?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm a maybe.
Yeah, same. I personally haven't
Yeah.
had a profound experience that would, make me be a hard believer.
Like a hardcore.
Correct.
It's not scientifically proven. For you.
Hmm.
For someone else.
But I'm not saying they don't,
Yeah, no, I get you.
because spooky stuff happens
All the time.
all the time.
So we're like, let's plan just like a weekend to go to the island,
Okay.
and we do. And so we get to the resort and we get our bags in the hotel, and the hotel's so freaking cool. Look it up, the Hotel de Haro on Roche Harbor. Basically, it kind of looks like a motel on the outside. It's 3 stories, and there's only, I think, like 12 rooms, which is bizarre. But what happens is you go into the lobby, and then you have to go up the outside steps to get to a hallway that will lead you to your rooms on
Okay.
each floor. But there's pictures of like Teddy Roosevelt everywhere, because apparently Teddy Roosevelt used to stay there all the time and was like good friends with the McMillans.
Oh,
And oh no.
that sounds like fun.
But
So,
anyway, so you get to your hotel room. Everything's
Mhm.
old. You have there's no TVs, radios, or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
They just remodeled the bathrooms, and only 2 rooms have bathrooms. Besides that, all other guests share a communal restroom, which is nice. It's not like
Yeah.
band camp
Yeah.
showers, but I don't.
Are there like private stalls within the bathroom?
No,
Or, like,
no. Okay, so I'm not doing a very good job explaining this.
well, I don't really need to know the layout of the bathrooms. I want to know if you saw ghosts.
Okay, so here's what happened.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's get to
Okay.
that.
So
This
we
is a big part.
unpack our bags, and of course, I'm in the back of my head. I'm like, I hope to God I see a ghost.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Did not see a ghost. Let's go with that. But some spooky stuff did happen. So we put our stuff down, and we have 2 windows in our room, and they both look out onto the deck. And you can see the entire area. Like people can
Mhm.
look into your room. People can, if they
Oh.
walk by, can see it. So we're like, let's just close the blinds and like leave the room, and go walk around, because it's a beautiful resort. Like it's
Mhm.
all cobblestone. It's all old. It's Canadian flags everywhere.
That's cool.
It's super cool. So we
Wait,
close.
is this in Canada?
No, this is on Roche Harbor, which is like 12 minutes
okay.
from Canada.
So there's just a lot of
a lot of Canadian
Yeah.
propaganda.
Okay, that makes sense.
No, I'm kidding. And we left the room. We go to dinner. Oh no. We go because we're gonna go to dinner at nighttime. It's kind of nighttime, but we're gonna go see the Mount Vista, the mausoleum. We're gonna see the mausoleum.
Okay.
Because it's apparently the best time to go is at sundown. And so-
When the spirit world is open.
Yeah, when the veil between the living and the dead
Is thin.
lifts. Yes,
Uh-huh.
is thin. So there's just the sign that says mausoleum, and it's just an arrow, and it points down this gravel dirt road. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. And so we find the trail, and it's so freaking awful, because yeah, that was almost bad. I know we can swear, but I just still feel uncomfortable.
My mom's listening.
Yeah,
Remember.
I'm so sorry, Emily's mom, Robin.
So you're walking down the path.
Yes, we're walking on the path, and I start to finally notice my surroundings, and it's all these dead trees, and we're in the middle of the woods, but there's all these dug up graves around me.
Oh.
It's creepy. And then there's these old tombstones from like 1830.
Okay, there's nothing in them though, right?
The dug up graves?
Yeah.
No. So what I found out later was those graves belonged to Japanese workers who were taken there to work, and they were just thrown in empty graves. And so
That's
the island has done a
crazy.
job of, bringing them and actually burying them,
okay.
which is really
Okay.
great. So there are
Yeah.
some Japanese tombstones
Mhm.
when they have been able to like find bodies. But there's just a ton of empty graves, and you can totally tell it's the size of a body. It's creepy. And it's an actual graveyard. So we walk through that, and I'm uncomfy, feeling spooky.
Already.
Yeah, already. So we walk another like half mile, and we
Mhm.
get to this. We see the giant mausoleum in front of us, and this, the gate. We walk through, and basically, we're the only ones there, and lights. It's still a little bit light out.
Oof.
Yeah, and I'm super uncomfortable, and just uncomfy because I'm nervous,
Mhm.
and I know
And you're
it's,
by yourself with the lights going down.
yeah, it's just me and my friend. Like
Mhm.
it's not a fun time,
Mhm.
and we're just kind of walking around, and my friend wants to sit in all the chairs, and I'm having a full-on struggle with myself. Is this appropriate?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I don't like walking on people's graves if I'm in the graveyard. That's rude.
Yeah.
Why would I sit on someone's grave? Anyway, I do it anyway. I do it. I go for it.
I mean, I
And
feel
it
like,
takes over your body.
Yes. No.
Like, if it's a chair, I feel like, at some level, people are meant to sit on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
but also the way it's like positioned with the table, it's very
Oh.
close.
Okay.
And so like a person of a certain size could not fit in the chair.
Gotcha.
Like I have a hard time.
But
squeezing
isn't
into
it
a chair.
inside the whole gravesite itself? So was anyone actually meant to enter?
Yes, I think people were meant to like go see it,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know if it just to me there's just that thing of sitting in. It's like
Mhm.
someone's
Yeah.
ashes are in there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
So I sat on a chair, felt uncomfortable just probably
Mhm.
because I was having a moral battle.
Mhm.
My friend claims he felt eyes on the back of his head, like felt really uncomfortable, and like sat in one and was like not comfortable. He was like, "This is not cool for me. I need to
Yeah.
get up and not do this." And we're the only ones there. Yes.
So you didn't feel like any sort of
It was
aura?
spooky. Well,
Heebie-jeebies.
I'm trying to, kind of find out what is like my emotional feeling to like going here and feeling
Right.
spooked out,
Right.
and what is like actually like a spirit trying to say get the hell out of
Yeah.
don't sit in these seats.
Mhm. That's true.
And
I-
who's to say?
yeah.
Probably my own emotions. Like, let's be
Yeah.
honest. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to center. But what happened was, again, we're the only ones out there, and we just start hearing this sounds like people are having a conversation. And I'm like, oh, more people are coming. That's great. That's like our cue to leave. We've been here for like 30 minutes. That's
Mhm.
fine. And we look down the path because you can kind of see the trail from the top of the hill.
Mhm.
No one's coming. There's no one around us.
Oh my god.
And it sounds like people are like just having a conversation.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I need to go. We also have dinner reservations. Like, let's get out of here. And so, he hears it too, and I'm like, no, this is done.
Uh-huh.
And so we walk, and we turn back, and I swear to the Lord Almighty, little lights are kind of glowing
Oh,
around the
no.
mausoleum. And I'm like, no, not happening today. And again, it's like dark now, and so we have to walk
Right.
through the
Uh-huh.
grave, the open graves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just uncomfortable.
That
Okay.
is super uncomfortable.
Not done yet.
Oh.
My
Yeah, I know we have to wrap this
word.
up, but we get back to our room, and I told you all we had closed the curtains because people can see in.
Yeah.
The curtains are fully open.
The
The closet
curtains are
door is
open.
open, and I'm like, so I changed to get my sleepwear,
Mhm.
just a quick
Jammies.
quick
Get
jammy,
comfy.
get comfy, and I call the front desk. I'm like, does the room service
Yeah.
work at night? Like, has someone been in my room? And she's like, no, it's probably Ada.
Oh.
And I'm like, who the hell
is Ada?
And she's like, well, the McMillans had a housekeeper, and basically their family friend who ran the hotel, ran their finances, and did all the housekeeping work,
Uh-huh.
lived with them. And when she died, the property was sold. They then found her ashes, like years later, in one of the kitchen rooms, and decided to bring her ashes to the table.
Right.
And they unearthed one of the chairs, kind of dug up one of the chairs and put the ashes in it.
Mhm.
And ever since that happened, she's been like running around the hotel, causing ruckuses.
Do people like see her?
Yeah, people say they see. So, because I was having a full conversation with
Yeah.
the woman.
Right.
It's also fully 11 o'clock at night.
Oh,
And I'm like, I probably sound like a Looney Tune, but what's happening? And she said people see Ada like running around the halls in Victorian gowns. They hear her rustling. She'll like take things out of their suitcase and put them in the drawers. She'll take things out of the drawers and put them in her suitcases
Ooh.
and throw things on the bed. And my shirt went missing.
Oh.
That is spooky.
Ada took it.
Ada took my shirt. I'm not sure. I'm probably left it somewhere. But like my favorite shirt went missing, and I'm sure it was Ada.
I mean,
Anyway.
she opened your curtains and your door.
I just go look up. I did a very bad job explaining that. It's really hard to explain a visual thing that you have
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah.
But go look up the Macmillan Mausoleum. It's really, really interesting and really spooky. So
Or go.
or go. It's
Yeah.
a quick trip.
Yeah. No, that was good. I like that. I like that spooky,
Yeah.
Yeah,
spooky
boo.
story.
Boo.
So our last little, talking points that we have.
So a wrap up.
Our wrap up for this past hour we have enjoyed with you all is called the segment. Okay, so we each, we talked about lots of spooky stuff, lots of history, like all that jazz. So now we're just gonna talk about stuff that we care about,
Yeah.
individually. So, I mean,
This makes me look so bad.
That sounds so bad because mine is so weird.
Yeah, mine. Yeah.
I mean,
Mine's embarrassing.
that we want to talk to you, that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Talk to our listeners.
We
Share with our
We
listeners.
really want you to know all of these things.
Right.
It really is a deep want for you to know and be able to
You know.
engage in these conversations. So Emily, you're up first.
So for me, I'm taking something, a little more serious, okay? I wanted to talk about, this is like totally just going away from all the spooky stuff, but, I am, passionate about the environment, and all that jazz. Like I said earlier, I like hiking, and so my little segment is about challenging you all to try to live more sustainably.
Oh, that's cool.
So, what do you do to reduce your plastic?
My plastic?
Mhm.
I try not to. I have a reusable water bottle.
Okay.
I take it everywhere I go.
Okay.
I have a reusable cutlery set that I take in my bag, so
Okay.
I don't take plastic forks. I don't use straws,
Wow.
but I do love a plastic bag.
No.
And I love it when I throw the rings from the soda cans into the ocean. I just laugh and I laugh. No, I'm kidding, but I do all those other things besides the plastic rings.
Well, you should get a reusable bag.
I
like-
brought one today.
Okay, people just use them for groceries, but like when you go shopping at the mall, like you should bring one too. Like, why do you need a Forever 21
Because I want
bag?
people to know
That's
that
a
I'm
good
shopping
point.
at the Gap, that I'm shopping at Hollister, that I'm rich. No, I'm
Well,
kidding.
so anyways, I'm just challenging you all to try to, do one thing. Just because it's inconvenient to you, like, isn't
Turtles
it,
are dying.
Yeah, it's not a good enough excuse for me. Sorry.
Absolutely.
And like, people are like, oh well, if I just don't use this one straw, it's not gonna make that big of a difference. But it is. And I got this quote off Instagram.
Ooh. Oh. What a source.
Skipping a straw helps cultivate the habit of recognizing the vast amount of plastic around us.
Oh.
Wow.
And it's by this girl, Chelsea Hart. So anyways, so like, not even just the straw, but like just the idea that you're like aware of the
Right.
plastic, single plastic.
We use so much.
Yeah.
Do you use a lot of plastic? Did you catch yourself using a lot of plastic?
Yeah, like literally today, my friend was like, let's go, go to eat. We went and got froyo. Comes in a plastic spoon,
Yeah.
plastic cup. But I switched to a shampoo bar, so I didn't use like,
Oh, cool.
I don't-
yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't use the little.
I had like 6 shampoo
Bottles.
bottles.
I have
and
that right
conditioner
now
bottles.
going on.
Well,
But I bought a charcoal body wash. That's a bar.
wow. That's cool.
It smells like witches.
So did you hear about how California just banned plastic straws in restaurants unless you like specifically ask
Right.
for it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and like, there's a few bars downtown that don't allow like plastic straws anymore. They don't give them out.
Yeah, I noticed. I was
So.
drinking an old fashioned and really looking forward to a coffee straw. And I remember like he gave it to me and I
Mhm.
almost asked for straws. I'm like, Ian, don't be a jackass.
Yeah.
Like go
Right.
drink your old fashioned and don't complain about it.
And it's just frustrating to me that people are like, oh, well, it's just one thing.
But it's like that adds up to like millions and
Exactly. Let me, right here, I have
then yeah, go for it.
500 million straws are discarded every single day.
Wait.
Every
500
day.
wait, say it again. Say the number again.
500 million.
Is that worldwide or just
That's
US?
in the U.S. only.
Oh no.
Yes. Americans.
Okay.
Like,
Okay, you've convinced me.
Yeah, already.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
I was already riding the train, but I'm like first class now.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you all
Business
should
class.
too.
Business class of that straw train. That's awful.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is,
And how hard is it to bring a water bottle?
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. Fill it up before you leave.
Hmm.
Take it in your car. Sip, sip. You're
At
good.
work, takes to work.
Yes. God. I just burped.
Well,
into
anyway,
it.
so that's my segment.
Oh, thanks, Emily.
So, just a challenge
No,
for
that's
you.
so
for,
important.
for y'all. Yeah, right? That's why I want to use this platform
Yeah.
with all of our
Yeah.
hundreds of listeners.
Thousands, millions.
With
We'll be doing a
our 8
live show
listeners.
next week. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
All right, Gabe, what do you have for your segment?
Okay, so my segment is a spooky fun fact, but this week I actually have two. They're related.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is this little phenomenon called rigor erectus.
Yeah, gross.
Sounds like a spell.
It sounds like a Harry Potter spell. Like Voldemort's coming at me. Rigor erectus. What is it gonna do to me?
Okay,
to your
so
opponent.
My opponent.
if someday you're hanged, Ian.
Oh, I would
Okay.
hope not.
Yeah.
But
okay. Also disclaimer, this one's really weird.
Okay.
And kind of gross. So if you're hanged, there's a chance that you will get an erection in the moments after you die. Like
Gross.
as you're dying.
That really bummed me out.
Yeah, I thought about not saying
Yeah.
that.
So
But,
that's a spooky fun fact.
yeah, so spooky and fun.
Is
Yeah, I love that one.
You love that one.
Okay, and
What's
then
the next one?
You could
This-
use it at dinner parties.
Yeah, feel free.
Yeah.
really work your appetite. you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the second one, when a person's head is decapitated,
Mm-hmm.
right, execution style.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you guys may have heard of this because this is more well known. People say that like as the head falls off, like it'll make faces and move, and sometimes it'll say things.
What?
It'll talk.
Yes, isn't that crazy?
That's awesome.
Didn't like. Oh, who was it? Doesn't matter. I think I've heard of that before.
There's
though.
like a famous one, like
a French guy.
yeah, the
Robespierre. Is that
French
correct? No.
Revolution.
No, that's
Mhm.
absolutely not correct.
where he like
Yes.
famously said something after
And
his head was
lifted up in front of the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's freaking wild.
Yeah.
Good thing
That-
we moved away from that kind of
yeah.
execution.
That was a very good spooky fun fact.
That was.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gabe, for
Yeah.
your segment. All right, our last segment for tonight.
Yeah. So what I like to
Breakfast
do, what I'm going to be doing from now on is usually bringing you the news.
Mhm.
Like I like local news. I
Mhm.
watch the television news channels. Like it has a plot. I love it so much. But I also want to do some pop culture corner. So real fast, there's a lot of bears going into people's homes. I don't know if you all watched the news last night,
Yeah.
but there were like 3
Mhm.
videos of bears breaking into people's houses.
Oh my.
In Wisconsin and I think in Alaska, obviously. Not happening around here, but just keep an eye out. We have black bears.
Okay.
Pop culture corner. I don't know who Taylor Swift thinks she is.
A pop
Great start.
icon.
Here's the thing, as I'm not going to fight the fact that, yes, her last 2 albums were slaps. Like, you can catch me listening to Reputation in 1989 probably once a week.
Yeah.
I keep coming back. But she posted on Instagram, like, I can no longer, like, keep my silence on, like, political issues.
Mhm.
I'm going to be voting Democrat
Mhm.
in Tennessee. Great, congratulations. I'm all for that, whatever.
Hmm.
What I am not okay with is everyone on Twitter and Instagram making her this like icon of politics, saying like, "Oh my God, she tweeted this or Instagrammed this thing about her politics, and now there was such a spike in people registering for
yeah,
voting."
yeah,
And I'm like, that is a spurious relationship. Like, you do not know that. But like, also maybe, but still, like, stop. Like, she didn't do anything amazing. And the photo she posted on Instagram was just of her on a couch and then a giant caption under it. Yeah, exactly. Just
Yeah.
hand on the
Like a
chin.
Polaroid of it.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to vote for a Democrat. Like, congratulations. Do something for a community.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just don't make her this icon.
I
It
saw
bothers
like
me.
a BuzzFeed article about how it's changing the sign game
Yeah.
because they're using her like lyrics as their
Like,
propaganda.
yeah. I'm like, yo.
Changing the what game?
Yeah, like, I did something
Like
bad.
the signs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
gotcha. Like at
protests
rallies.
and-
Now T Swizzle is gonna have some like it's like also like you have a giant. You know what? We can't get political because we're technically a radio show, and I get it. And I'm not gonna go off on a liberal rant, and I really want to. But Taylor Swift, do something for one of the communities you claim to be upset that our politicians are hurting,
Mhm.
and don't just post that
Yeah.
you're gonna vote Democrat in Tennessee.
Mhm.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I mean, we're almost done. That's about it. That was our radio hour.
That was it.
That
but
was
it.
we like to end with
Yeah, I'm gonna end you with something to take away. It's a quote from a famous killer, Ted Bundy. What's one less person on the face of the earth anyway?
tune in next week.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram, Creepin' It Real.
Creepin' It Real Pod.
Creepin' It Real Pod.
Is that on Instagram or
Yes,
Twitter?
that's Creepin' It Real
Pod.
Pod.
Yeah, is on Twitter and Instagram. You can
Twitter
also
too?
follow. Yeah, you can also follow our personal accounts, but
mean-
you'll have to find them.
Yes, it's Keeping It Real Pod. That's all.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
Tune in
so
next week.
Yeah, tune in next week, same time.
Thank you for listening
Yeah.
and, keeping up with this amateur hour.
Yeah, next week we'll do something probably a little bit more dark, like fully,
Okay.
because we're getting close to Halloween.
Yeah, true.
We have a
Spooky.
minute.
Spooky.
We're past time.
All right.
Thank you all so much.
you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.